this video, you will learn the important design principles to create S-tier websites. Let's begin. Just like building a house, the first step in designing a website is creating a solid foundation before adding style or decoration. This structure will guide the user's experience and make navigating your site easy and intuitive. In web design, planning sections such as headers, content areas, and footers creates a logical flow for the user's journey. This layout follows a method known as content hierarchy, where the most important information is positioned where users will see it first. A clear structure, even before you think about colors or images, keeps things simple and lets the design flow naturally from one section to the next. For example, a header at the top might contain navigation links that help users quickly jump to different areas of the site. Below this, you can add a main content area to highlight essential information, followed by a footer for contact details and additional links. Sketching a rough wireframe can clarify where each section should go and ensure the site remains uncluttered. Without diving into the code immediately, this planning step ensures an organized experience that keeps users engaged from the moment they arrive. Think of building structure as setting the stage. Users appreciate a logical journey, so plan with comfort and flow in mind. With the structure in place, think about what content to prioritize. Content hierarchy is about guiding the user's eye to the essentials, like leading them through a roadmap. Lead with your main message, then support it with subheadings and other details. Bold headings, larger fonts, and thoughtful spacing all help users see what's most important without overwhelming them. Start by asking, what's the primary action you want visitors to take? Is it signing up, viewing a portfolio, or making a purchase? Place this call to action in a prominent spot, like the center of the homepage, so users immediately know where to focus. This visual hierarchy subtly directs attention to where it's needed most. White space around these key elements helps prevent crowding, allowing each piece to stand out without distraction. A layout that breathes makes content easier to access and scan, keeping the design approachable and clear. Use contrasting sizes for headings and body text to guide attention. Distinct spacing between paragraphs creates a sense of clarity, helping users quickly understand the layout. Good typography goes beyond just choosing fonts. It's about making sure content is easy and inviting to read. For a beginner's site, simplicity is key. Choose 2 web-safe fonts, one for headings and one for body text, to keep the look consistent and professional. Typography is also about size and spacing. Large, clear headings establish importance, while moderate body text size keeps reading comfortable. Adjusting line height, the space between lines, to about 1.5 times the font size allows text to breathe, making it easier for users' eyes to follow. Choosing the right font can set your website's tone. A clean sans serif font gives a modern feel, while a serif font can feel more traditional. Aligning fonts with your website's purpose helps communicate the right message. CSS offers a line height property you can set to around 1.5 for enhanced readability. Color plays a huge role in setting your website's tone. A cohesive color palette with one main color and 1 or 2 accent colors keeps the design looking clean and focused. Simple color schemes help users focus without feeling overwhelmed. When choosing colors, go for high contrast combinations like dark text on a light background for better readability. Accent colors should be used sparingly, highlighting essential elements like buttons or links. In addition to aesthetics, color affects emotions. Blue, for instance, often evokes trust, while red suggests energy. Think about the feeling you want users to have and pick colors that support it. Consistent use of color throughout can also build familiarity, like using a specific shade for clickable elements. Visual hierarchy is not just about highlighting important content. It's also about helping users find their way naturally. Size, color, and placement guide the eye to the essential parts first. For example, a contrasting color for a Sign Up button makes it instantly visible. Users tend to scan pages in an F or Z pattern. Aligning key elements along these lines helps your design feel logical and easy to follow. Emphasizing only 1 or 2 primary elements keeps the layout uncluttered, letting essential points shine without distraction. A well-placed headline or image can capture attention and create focus. With visual hierarchy, your goal is to help users find what they need quickly, without overwhelming them. White space, or negative space, is essential to good design. It helps organize content into sections, preventing the site from feeling crowded. Think of it as giving each element its own place, like neatly arranged furniture in a room. White space isn't wasted. It keeps the design light and draws attention to important areas. When you allow elements room to breathe, users find content easier to navigate and understand. This clarity makes your site feel calm and purposeful, guiding visitors smoothly from one section to the next. Use whitespace to create elegance and focus. Rather than filling every inch, let whitespace work as a design tool that balances each part of your layout. Buttons and links are action elements on your site, helping users take steps like learn more or contact us. Make them stand out with contrasting colors and clear labels, so users know exactly what each button does. Consistency in button styles helps users recognize clickable areas quickly. Adding padding around buttons gives them a clickable feel, enhancing interactivity. Visual feedback, like a slight color change when a button is clicked, strengthens the user experience. Add hover effects to signal interactivity. This small design choice can make navigation more intuitive, confirming to users that they're taking the right steps. Speaking of, thanks so much for all the support on the channel lately. It really means a lot, and I want to give something back to you guys. So do you need a job? That sounded a bit weird. But whether you're a UX designer, app developer, freelancer, or just a curious viewer, I want to get to know you guys, share some UX and UI tips, and maybe even get a gig. So I made a Discord channel for us and want to make this the place to be for front-end professionals. And I'm having talks with people to get some employers in there so you can connect with them too and find some jobs in the future. I'm really excited to get this thing started, so I hope you'll join me. A grid system is like a blueprint that keeps everything aligned and organized. Grids divide the page into columns and rows, making navigation easier and giving your design a consistent look. They're especially useful in responsive design, helping layouts adapt smoothly to different screen sizes. CSS Grid or Flexbox gives you control over spacing and alignment. A simple 2 or 3 column grid is often enough to keep content organized without overwhelming users. Grids create a balanced visual flow. Using a 12 column grid as a starting point works well across various devices, ensuring consistency and readability. Responsive design ensures that your site looks great on any device, from a smartphone to a large desktop screen. By designing for mobile first, you prioritize essential content, making sure it's accessible on smaller screens. CSS media queries adjust layout elements based on screen size, guaranteeing a consistent look no matter how users access your site. Test on multiple devices to make sure the layout adjusts well. Check both iOS and Android to spot any layout differences, ensuring a positive experience on any device. Testing helps you see how real users interact with your site and reveals areas for improvement. Feedback from friends, family, or colleagues can highlight any confusing sections or points of friction. Each update brings you closer to your vision, improving usability. Small changes like adjusting text size or button placement can significantly enhance user experience. Testing and small updates keeps the experience fresh. Continual improvement keeps your site relevant and engaging. After your design is complete, focus on speed. Users often leave sites that take too long to load. Compress images, use lazy loading for visuals, and minimize your CSS and JavaScript files to improve loading time. Image compression tools help reduce file size without losing quality, while lazy loading only loads images as users scroll to them. Enabling caching also speeds up repeat visits. Online tools like Google Page Speed Insights provide specific feedback for further optimization, ensuring that your site performs well across devices. Designing a website is like completing a puzzle, where each piece, structure, readability, color, balance, works together to create an inviting user experience. Coding supports your design, but it's UX and UI principles that make your website memorable. You're now ready to build a functional, beautiful, and user-centered site. Start with simplicity, refine your design, and watch your ideas come to life on the screen. Enjoy creating a site that's both a pleasure to navigate and visually striking.